Hey, welcome to the Daily Devo. My name's Mike, and today we're going to talk about what does the Bible say about judging other people. There's a famous quote from Scripture that people say over and over and over again, and it says this: don't judge others, and you won't be judged. Have you heard that before? It's found in Matthew chapter 7, and it's from the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus is teaching, and he's talking about what it looks like for us when we judge other people. Today we're going to read it verses 1 through 5 of Matthew 7. Here's what Jesus said: do not judge others, and you will not be judged, for you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged. And why worry about a speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? How can you think of saying to your friend, let me help you get rid of that speck in your eye, when you can't see past the log in your own eye? Hypocrite, first get rid of the log in your own eye, then you'll be able to see well enough to deal with the speck in your friend's eye. This phrase may be one of the most misused in Scripture. So many people want to cling to Jesus' words as some kind of moral shield to living their lives without any kind of accountability from people around them. They want to live however they want as followers of Christ, but not be held to what Scripture teaches about their life. Here's the problem. That really just doesn't line up with Scripture, especially what we see here in Matthew 7. Jesus wasn't teaching in this moment in a way to enable people to live isolated lives without healthy conversation from friends and followers of Jesus around them. In this context, Jesus was rebuking the hypocrisy of the Pharisees. These people were really fast to see the sins of other people, but they were constantly ignoring and overlooking their own struggles and their own sins. See, as children of God, our life should be in constant repair to reflect and radiate the heart of God. This passage is full of truths we could unpack together, but there's one big thing I want to share with us today. God's desire is that you and I would, yes, live with accountability and yes, help others around us through ups and downs of this broken world. But Jesus is really clear. He instructs us to constantly be inspecting our own life and our own hearts in a way that allows us to better follow him. There's a good chance you and I are much better at seeing other people's faults than we are at seeing our own. You might notice your spouse's temper or your coworker's laziness far before you notice your own struggle. And we shouldn't live that way. Let's turn our inspection inward to ourselves. Let's be humble enough before God that we ask for his help in living a life that looks more like his son, Jesus Christ. When we do this isn't with hatred or shame or disgust every time we mess up. It's with a grace. It's with a passion that says, God, I want to follow you better. It's inspecting our lives with this passion and a desire to live out God's best on this earth. Today, how about every time you notice someone who's struggling or tripping up on something, how about you do this? How about you stop? How about you stop and just say, God, will you help me see something about my own life that maybe I'm overlooking? Let's live humbly before God with open hands, saying, God, show us things in our hearts that we've buried. Show us things we've ignored. Expose that bitterness that we didn't realize was there. Expose that deceit or that selfishness we've been holding on to in a graceful way that allows us to work on it. We hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.